thing that I appreciate so much about Waldorf education is the respect for children.
We want children to be healthy, well-functioning, secure people who have the inner resources to deal with what comes towards them in a creative way.
When my kids arrive at school, it's such a safe haven. Everything is about wholesomeness and the simple beauty of the world, but contained here at school.
Sophia walked into the classroom and this calm came over her, like it was home to her. It was like this comfort, this gentleness about the room. Kindergarten for her and for me as a parent, it was magical.
In the early childhood, there's a deep trust in who the child is going to become and who they're becoming. And so space is made for that child. That's what can happen through free play rather than a restricted and organized set of first we do this and then we do this and then we do that.
There's an earnestness to it, Waldorf education, that appropriately appreciates that zeal and love of life in children, but also the feeling that someday they're going to be adults.
There's a moral underpinning to everything as well, because we have the ability to learn and to use what we learn to make the world a better place.
They're not looking at it as a short span of childhood. They're looking at it as a person's entire life.
They know that this first thing that happens today will happen every day, and I don't have to anticipate or wonder just what might happen. I can rest in what is going to come, and in that resting, I'm then free to see what I think and to be myself.
The repetition of the really small, really special, important things that really made these amazing relationships with your teachers and your friends. Then also the meals that we would help make, soup and bread. And I still love to make bread.
It was never okay. Now it's time to come over here and knead the bread, or now it's time to pick up the toys, or now it's time to take out the dishes. She just kind of did it, and the children just kind of followed along like little ducks.
They do baking and they help prepare snack in kindergarten, and they do basic counting, not because it's math time, but because we need to know how many children do we have in the class today. Okay, so we have 15 children at the table, and we have 2 teachers. And we're gonna need to have 17 plates on the table.
A lot of kids now in early childhood, they don't get outdoors enough. And here with Hartsbrook, the kids are outside. They're playing in all kinds of weather. I mean, we have gear for everything. So now the kids are in the rain and in the snow. Now the kids don't fear the elements, where it starts to rain at home and the kids are like, can we go outside?
By being in close proximity, the world of the animals, to be able to see the chickens as they strut about their daily business, to watch the goats, to see the sheep, and to just interact with that in a very sort of simple, delicate way.
The children do an awful lot by simply doing. They learn by imitating, they learn by just being active.
In the kindergarten, you are modeling for them what people do. Good, healthy work.
We cook a big meal to feed everyone, and we clean our house so that we have a beautiful space for everyone to be in. And we build things that we need built so that the children can play, and we have a table to sit at and chairs and stuff.
I see my children, wanting to help on their own. They initiate washing the dishes and they initiate sweeping. And these little things, I don't have to ask.
So you'll have a child beside you who is busy with whatever they're doing to you're carding wool, and they're carding wool beside you. And purposeful work is grist for the child's mill. Even if they don't act imitatively, they're not necessarily washing the laundry as you're washing the laundry. The adult is focused and concentrated in her work, and for the young child, play is their work. And they have this model beside them, and they just embody that then in their play.
In play, they're given simple materials, simple scenarios, and they are creating limitless stories. One object would become many, many things, and the children all socially then involve one another in where do they go next in these stories.
If you've observed a child at play, you see what one hopes to have as a human adult capacity, which is to be completely focused and enlivened in what you're doing and fulfilled